On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy and will a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, a battle for the Bayou, and football is part of the DNA in Louisiana, and that just makes the emotions run even higher. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Wilkerson. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Bullock coming after it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on first down from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Forced out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So,
and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He's moving out of the pocket. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll be brought down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He'll try to pop the draw. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that will extend their lead even further. after putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. Sweet feet on the move. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays there.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Feeling some heat. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them over. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. LSU quick to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made
and that ball is picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
To the air, it's Bullock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Dances away. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On the ground, it's Durham. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, you're not going to do anything.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. After the big first down sack, it's second down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen.
Afterburners coming. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Sure hands, it's Lewis. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Parker. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this. Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get them a shot.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
Louisiana Tech,
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back-to-back.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 8 over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, LSU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Crosby. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He'll bring it back. It's Anderson. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And the beatdown has ensued.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Louisiana Tech, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll set up to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He makes the connection, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Bullock. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
That makes the score LSU 55, Louisiana Tech 17.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking downfield, it's Bullock trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Line getting set on second down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
More frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.